Blackstone Audio presents Three Can Keep a Secret, a Joe Gunther novel by Archer Mayer. This book is read by Tom Taylorson. Chapter 1. Leo Gunther gingerly closed the squeaky door of his beloved and battered Ford Mustang and glanced up at the low-hanging sky. He was a butcher by trade, a collector of vintage cars from the 60s, who still lived with his mother on the family homestead. But while the second son of a lifelong Vermont farmer, now long passed on, he wasn't any more connected to the soil or dependent upon the weather than the average bank teller. Even as a kid, he'd mostly only accompanied his taciturn father back and forth along the dry dirt runnels of the family's cornfields. But traditions remained, and his weather eye was always on the lookout, as were so many others across this mountainous, rural, ancient New England state. Especially today. Leo crossed the parking lot, pulled open the door to Mitchell's Dry Goods, and exchanged the charged, gunmetal outdoors for the dimly lighted embrace of a cluttered, tight-fitting country store, jammed with cans and boxes lining bowed wooden shelves, and crowded with square-built men holding styrofoam cups in blunt-fingered hands. Mitchell's was where local loggers, farmers, heavy equipment operators, and the town road crew met every dawn to authoritatively trade information about everything, anything, and everyone within their combined realm of knowledge. Except that on this Sunday, no one was headed to work, and it was already long past dawn. "Leo!" one of the men called out over the noise of the TV set mounted in the corner, near the stained ceiling. "What do you think?" Leo shrugged as he crossed to the magnum-sized coffee maker and poured himself a cup. There was only one topic of conversation that morning. "I think Irene is a lousy name for a hurricane." "Tropical storm," corrected someone, to an underswell of mutterings. "Whatever," a third intoned. "I think it'll be a rainy day. That's it. These weather guys are just looking for better ratings." A heavy-bearded man laughed as Leo turned to look at the TV screen. "That's no rainy day, Jesse. That reporter's in Jersey. He looks like he's drowning." "They said wind. There's no wind out there." Leo quietly nursed his coffee. Mitchell, the name above the door, had been running the store for 40 years, handing out free coffee to all of them, although readily accepting donations which were surprisingly...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?